Thanks for taking the time to join In the Trenches with Dave Lapham, brought to you by First Star Logistics, coming to you as always from our beautiful studios that First Star Logistics provides for us. Wanted to talk about the flight home from New England. Oh my goodness, it was a little bit of an experience there. Well, we get up airborne for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 tops. And all of a sudden, the lead flight attendant comes on the intercom system and says, "We have a little bit of an equipment problem that needs to be taken care of, and we're going to be diverting, and we're going to be landing at JFK." We're thinking, "Oh boy, here we go! It's Christmas Eve, man. We had an early game. Thought we might be able to get home at a reasonable hour for Christmas Eve, so we land at JFK." After we land, the pilot, who did a good job because he had told us there was a problem of the significance that it was, might have been a little panic in the plane, but he did a good job. And once we touched down, he said, "I want to fill you in on what's going on." We had engine trouble, and the manual said to shut the engine down. So they shut an engine down. And they said the next step in the manual was to find the closest airport. So they found the closest airport to take the plane down, and it was JFK. Had to be an airport that had long runway because this is a big airplane. I mean, this is a massively sized airplane. It's got all the football equipment underneath it. It's got the players and all kinds of organizational people, and that's a big plane with a lot of weight. So you need a long runway. And so we land, and they determined that it's significant enough where it's not going to be an easy, quick fix. We need to get another plane. So they bring another plane to the gate right next door, and they get the plane there. And so they come on and they say, "Okay, well, we're going to unload. We have to unload and reload this other plane. You have to stay on the plane because when we transfer you from one plane to the other, you have to go right from one to the other. You cannot go anywhere, even go to the bathroom in the terminal. You're not allowed to go anywhere. You just have to stay right there, right by the gates." So we stay on the plane for a good, I don't know, probably 45 minutes to an hour as they're going through the process of, transferring everything. The players, stuff that they bring for the trip. Ended up being an extra day trip because it had to leave on Thursday because of the bad weather that we were dealing with. So it became a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday trip. Ended up being a Sunday trip because of the long delay. So we finally get everything boarded, everything transferred. We get out of the plane, we're in the terminal, waiting more time, and then finally go single file, have to board the other plane, then finally take off and fly home. We land after 1:00 in the morning, and we get to the stadium. It's after 2:00 in the morning. I didn't get home until 3:00 in the morning. So it turned into a long night, short morning, but it could have been worse. It just ended up being a little bit of an engine problem that they shut it down and diverted the flight. All I could think of was, oh, thank God the Bengals won the football game. What if New England had come back and won that game after being down 22-0 to the Cincinnati Bengals? Oh my gosh, this flight would have been just a nightmare. The other thing I was thinking was, man, am I glad this wasn't a night game? What if this was a night kickoff, an 8:20 kickoff? Then we had all this engine. We would have missed a whole day. I wouldn't have gotten home at 3 a.m. I would have gotten home at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning the following morning. Would have been like a full day. But those are the chances that you take, the risks that you take when you're airborne. And I'll tell you, every time with the size of these planes and all the weight that's on the planes, a lot of big guys, a lot of heavy equipment underneath in the bulkheads of the plane loaded up, thinking, how does this thing get airborne? I mean, we take so much of that runway, not a whole lot of footage left when finally the plane is up. I'm thinking, man, I wonder if there's going to be a time where it doesn't get up, where you end up off the runway into the grass. But you start to think about all kinds of crazy things. Fortunately, it was just a little minor incident, nothing major. Knock on wood.
At First Star Logistics, we're a very strict company that really puts the pressure on our employees. Breaks? What are those?
That's what I'm talking about, Icky. get the body right, then the mind's right. You know.
Got to get that body right.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Become a star with a chance to earn the highest commission percentages in the industry as a freight broker agent. Check out firststarlogistics.com.